the Kalima in the Canary Islands. The air was heavy. The sky was dull. It was not a normal day. The wind had blown from the Sahara. It had already traveled many miles. It was a hot, dry wind. The island was ready for it. It had happened before. This was Kalima. The sun was hidden behind a thick orange veil. People had seen it coming. The air was thick with dust. They knew it was time to stay inside. The winds had been strong for hours. The smell of sand filled the streets. It was not a comfortable feeling. People felt it in their throats. It made breathing harder. They had closed all their windows. The dust had already covered everything. Children had never seen anything like it. The older ones remembered. They had experienced it many times. They had known what to do. They had stayed indoors, waited, and rested. The temperature was high. The sun was still shining. But it was not warm. It was suffocating. The heat seemed to have grown. It was different from usual heat. It felt more intense. But it wasn't only the heat. It was the dust. The winds had pushed it from the desert. People knew it was coming. They had seen it in the forecast. They had prepared. But it still felt strange. The Kalima had changed the whole island. It wasn't just the air. The landscape had turned dull. The trees had bent under the force of the wind. The sea had looked strange. The waves had been still. Even the birds had stayed quiet. It was a different world. It was a world covered by dust. By afternoon, the winds had slowed. The air became clearer. But the effects remained. The dust lingered on everything. People had waited. They had stayed safe. They knew it would pass. And it did. The Kalima had left. The island was quiet again. But the memory of the dust was still there. People would talk about it. They would prepare for the next time. They knew it would come again.